What's up, everybody? I'm back for another video. So I wanted to make a video and dedicate it to, my thoughts on child support. I've talked about this in my past videos. I've talked about it and argued with people on their videos about it. So I wanted to make a video and just dedicate it to what I think about child support. So for those of you that don't know, there's almost nothing I hate more in this world than child support. And it has nothing to do with wanting to see children go without. It has nothing to do with wanting to punish innocent children. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Child support is not designed to help children. Child support was designed so the government can get a little bit of piece of the pie from the parents, well, from the father, pretty much. It's so the government can take more money for a different reason, and it even though the majority of the money does go to the woman, the single mother, the government does take their piece out of it as well. And I believe if it wasn't for that, there would be no reason for the government to do it at all. It's not designed to help children. That's not the purpose of child support. If it truly was the purpose, then they would monitor where the money went, and they would make sure that the money is being spent on the child. Because I've seen time and time again, I've seen single mothers that I've personally known throughout the years that get child support from the fathers of their children only to spend the money on themselves or on their new boyfriend. And what I mean by themselves is their hair appointments, their nail appointments, their outfits, their accessories, basically so they could look good to go attract more men, to lay down with. It really does fund their promiscuous lifestyle, their reckless lifestyle. It does not benefit the children. I've seen single mothers get child support and government assistance, so they get all their bills paid, everything they need, and the little money they get from the father, they will still turn around and try to go get free school supplies and anything free that the government's given out to give to their children so they can spend the money on themselves. And I don't care what anybody says, I've seen this stuff, so you cannot tell me it doesn't happen. Another reason why child support is so wrong to me is the fact that it only is designed to punish the father. I just got finished watching this court show, I forgot which one, but there was a single mother on there putting the father of her child on child support. They were not married, they were just screwing around, and she's over there smirking and laughing because the judge is handing down this harsh child support penalty on him, telling him you not only owe back, but you owe this. You need to have at least $200 on you right now or you're going to go to jail. The man had like $150 on him. They took it from him and they put him in jail. And the mother was over there cracking up laughing. I think she should have been put in jail for that. I was so pissed at that. It really, really drives me nuts to see women do that, because not once did that asswipe judge ask that girl, what kind of job do you have? What are you doing to contribute to the child you help make? It's not just men making these children. Women are choosing to lay down and make the children too. Women are just as at fault, because ladies, you're the one that gets pregnant. You're the one that has to incubate the child, deal with the medical expenses. You're the one who really gets stuck with the brunt of it, and then you have to give birth and you have the baby, and the man doesn't have to do all that, and that's not his fault. That's just the way we're designed. And women, knowing they can get pregnant and knowing that they would be the ones stuck with the child, still choose to be promiscuous and reckless with their bodies. And I've had about enough of it. People, if you agree with me, please take the time to write your state representatives. I'm doing that. It's a lot of work, yes, but we're never going to get this stuff changed if we don't fight against it. I know it's hard to fight against it because feminism is so big and organized, and Like they're trying to censor anyone that talks about it on YouTube by demonetizing your videos, or next they're not even going to allow you to upload the stuff in the first place. But they're trying to take away the incentive, because if you're not going to be paid for it, it's hard to sit down and do this. You need better, it helps you get better camera equipment, better things that you need to give better quality videos and things like that. They're really coming after people on YouTube. They've demonetized several of my videos. I'm going to try to keep uploading them, and I am moving to other platforms, and I'll tell y'all about that later. But for now, please, if you don't want to do YouTube videos and speak out, because I know you have to deal with a lot of people on here that attack you and try to say this and that about you, but the truth is there's other ways you can fight against it. If like I said, write your representatives. We need to try to get people that agree with me that are against this stuff. We need to try to get better organized and try to fight against this crap, because it's completely out of control. I mean, think about it. Today, a woman can get pregnant and she can decide to murder the baby or to have the baby. The man has no say-so in that. How is that right? Like, I couldn't imagine a woman being pregnant for me, right? And that's my child, and her saying, I'm going to get an abortion. And I'm like, no, but that's murder. I don't agree with that. So I'm going to get an abortion. I couldn't imagine that. I don't know. That's got to be a harsh predicament to be in for a man. And if we're going to allow women to just be able to get an abortion no matter what the man says, the man can agree with it or not agree with it, and the woman can still do it. So how come we don't have something in place for men and women that are hooking up? How come the father can't just sign away his paternity rights? If a woman can just abort it or have it, and she gets to choose that, then how come a man can't choose to sign away his paternity rights? I think that's what we need to go for, okay, on that aspect as well. I think, and I'm not talking about people that are married. This is really for people that are just hooking up and things like that. If the woman can abort the baby or have the baby and the man has no say, so how come he can't sign away his paternity rights? If she doesn't have to be involved and she has the right to do what she wants, he should have that same right. It takes two to make a baby. Yes, us women incubate the baby and have the baby. I've had 2 children. I know how rough pregnancy is and childbirth. And even after childbirth, your body, you're never the same afterwards. I know that, but we can't punish men because we're angry about that, or that's our biological makeup. It has nothing to do with men. We're different from men, and we're not the same as men. We're not equal to men, okay? I will fight with anyone if they want to fight with me on that. Men and women are not equal. We're equally as important, but not equal. Both of us have our own duties and roles. And when we come together, we complement each other. We make the perfect team together. And unfortunately, we have, progressive feminists trying to rip apart the family unit. And I'm really getting sick of it. These feminists, they've gotten into political positions, and now the courts are punishing fathers. And ladies, if you're watching this and you're a single mother and you're doing the kind of things that I'm talking about, please take a second and think about this. Instead of being angry at my words and getting defensive, please think about this. If you love your children, okay, think about every time you look at your children, the father gave that child half his chromosomes. He has 23 chromosomes. We get 23 from each parent. Your child is half of that man, okay? He may look like him, he may act like him, but he has half of that man's genetic makeup. Think about that next time you want to punish the father, take him to court and laugh when the judge, takes all his money from him. Because men, they have to pay the child support. They don't get to turn around and get government assistance. They don't get Section 8. They don't get EBT food stamps. They don't get their electric bills paid for them. They don't get gas assistance. They don't get free health care and free daycare. The woman gets all that. So the woman not only can get all that as a single mother, but she can also get child support, okay? It's wrong. Think about all that stuff first. I don't know how you can sit there and do that to the father of your children. This is a person that you chose to lay down with at some point. And now you're attacking him like a vicious praying mantis. You're eating him alive. It's wrong. And we need to stop doing this. Us women that are against this, we need to fight against it. Okay, like I said, write your representatives, do YouTube videos, speak against it, spread the message, educate as many other women as you can, because this bullshit needs to stop. It's wrong, okay? Like I said, remember this if you agree with child support, okay? It's not there to help children. These children are still not getting what they need. The mothers are being greedy and spending that money on their new boyfriends, their hair appointments, and everything that they want, while they get to turn around and claim benefits from the government on our tax money. It's wrong and it must stop. And I done had people on my older videos like telling me, oh, that's not true. You can't get gas assistance. Oh, they can't get this. They can only get that if they make this much money. It's bullshit. It varies by state. And I've lived in states and I've seen single mothers claim all those things that I just said. I knew one personally. She had Section 8, food stamps, Medicaid. Her children were on the Medicaid. Free daycare at Head Start. They call those places Head Start. We actually have them in Louisiana too. And the government was giving her gas assistance each week. Okay? She got to get a little check each week. Well, it was a little debit card and it said gas assistance. I saw it with my own eyes. And because she had a bunch of children from a bunch of different men, she did not work, and she got child support from each of the fathers, and she would have live-in boyfriends coming in and out of her house. Okay, so you can't sit there and tell me I'm making this up. I know what I saw and I know what's going on, but this stuff is happening every day in almost every state, everywhere. And please stop leaving these racist comments on my videos about it's only black women that do this, or only Hispanic women, or this one and that one. Every race and every culture is doing this in America. No race and no culture is safe from the westernized way. When women come to our country, they end up getting sucked into the Western way of doing things, okay? Being selfish, greedy, vain, and straight up crazy sometimes. So it's not about race. Oh, there's some cities where a larger amount of a certain race are doing this. Yes, but it just depends on what city you're in and how many of one race lives there. But you can also go to states where it could just be all white women doing it. It just depends on what state you're living in. But it has nothing to do with that. Every woman of every race in every culture is doing this, okay? So we need to stop being ignorant about that too and wake up to the facts. But I really have more to say about this, but I'm gonna have to make another video about it. So like the video if you did, subscribe if you want to hear more, and again, check me out on Patreon. I had to start one, and YouTube is demonetizing a lot of my videos, so I did go ahead and take y'all advice a few videos ago and start the Patreon. And for those of you that have left me messages on there and pledges, I read them. Thank you so, so much. So sweet of you all. I love my fans. Thank you. I hope y'all had a happy Easter, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.